Justice Abad.
The Constitution, Section 12 of Article 2, states that the state shall equally protect the life of the mother and the life of the unborn from conception. So this is what you refer to as the right to life. So this right to life belongs to the unborn,
Yes.
not to the mother or to the father.
Well, the right to life from conception.
Yes.
That's
But
the right.
that right belongs to the child. For example, well, I'll take myself as an example. Before I was born, I had the right to life already, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
But my right to life starts from conception, and I
Yes.
think that is the point that he was asking here, and he was telling us. I think the suggestion is that it is a medical issue, the matter of conception. But well, do I exist when I was still in the egg, as an egg alone? Do I exist independently of my mother? No.
You are the fertilized.
Well, not yet fertilized. In the egg, is there a person already in the egg? Not yet existing there, no?
If it's just the egg, Your Honor.
Not yet.
No.
Or in the sperm, not yet.
No, not yet, Your Honor.
But when the ovum is fertilized, is that the beginning of me?
Yes, Your Honor. That's the beginning of you, Your Honor. That's the unique you exists already, Your Honor, at that point. There's a unique justice, but not a justice yet. Then.
Because the matter of my getting to the wall of the uterus is a matter for me to survive, isn't it? To get nutrition, to
Yes,
be
Your
nourished,
Honor.
and to have life.
Yes, Your
In
Honor.
the same way, even when I'm delivered, I'm already born, I need to have milk. But, well, as my natural needs. So, I do not think that requires medical expertise, you know? I don't think that is a scientific problem. And may I ask you, in 1987, before this law somewhat changed the concept of conception, how did those who drafted Constitution in 1987 understand the meaning of conception?
You're referring to the members of the 1986.
Well, at the time, no, even that year, well, how did people understand conception? Is it when the egg is, the ovum is fertilized, or when the ovum travels? No, the fertilized egg travels and gets to the implanted wall of the uterus.
Yes. If Your Honor, please, in my elementary, when I was in the elementary, that was what I was taught. Conception is fertilization, and that life begins at fertilization. And, it was only very recently that term was redefined, Your Honor, when all of these issues about abortifacient character of contraceptives and about abortion.
So in other words, all of us started as zygotes in a way. No?
Yes.
And then
yes, Your Honor. Yes.
And then develop into a human being.
Yes.
But it is from conception. Conception means beginning, isn't it?
Yes.
Conception means the beginning. The beginning of this human being.
Yes.
And that is where he begins.
Yes,
I think
Your
there's unanimity that's where it begins.
Yes, Your Honor.
But it needs to be sustained by life, to life, by attaching itself to the uterus.
Yes.
And later on, by being fed milk when he's already born.
Right.
And it's not the business of my parents. It's my right, not the right of my parents. So, if they violated my right, they would not have been born. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
If the government taught them to use abortifacient, because I think the definition of abortifacient here is, it refers to any drug or device that induces abortion or destruction of fetus inside the mother's womb. That's the fetus one. or the prevention of the fertilized ovum to reach and be implanted in the mother's womb.
Yes,
So
Your
that's
Honor.
correct. So, as Justice Carpio says, on this issue, if we believe that this law violates the right to life from the time of conception based on this bottom issue of when conception begins, that's how we will decide it. Is that what you mean? That's how we will decide it, our understanding of when conception begins.
Yes, that's a very important issue, Your Honor.
Justice Perez.
I will go to the opening statement of the good senator, and of course, you will have to adapt that you are on the same side. And he characterizes this whole bill or this whole law as a birth control measure. With that, in that context, is there any significance between implantation of the fertilized ovum or the fertilization of the ovum? What I mean is, whether it is fertilization of the ovum or the implantation of the ovum, prevention of either one is prevention of birth. Do you take that position? And follow up, if that is so, is birth control unconstitutional? What makes birth control unconstitutional?
If Your Honor, please, there was an attempt, Your Honor, during the deliberations of the Constitutional Commission to put in a provision regarding population control, but it was that did not push through because the.
So you're saying that population control is permitted under the Philippine Constitution? Is that constitutionally objectionable?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I might have not. I did probably not hear you correctly. Were you referring to birth control, or were you referring to population control?
That's how I understood the opening statement. Population control, birth control, it's the same thing. It's what is permitted by this law, and that is what they found, what the senator found objectionable. I'm saying, in that context, both the fertilization, the prevention of fertilization of the ovum and the prevention of the implantation of the fertilized ovum, both results in birth control.
Yes, Your Honor. But then we're talking here of the effects of contraceptives, Your Honor.
I don't think we are communicating properly. If you don't take that position, then I'll let it be.